It's your hump day.
Hump day, yeah!
High noon, Atlanta radio show for the entrepreneurs to the small business owners and nonprofit organizations hang out for their opportunity to be on the ledge. Now, let's welcome your host, Carl Callender.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Wednesday, 12 noon. Hopefully you're enjoying your lunch. We're going to have a great show today. I have my guest here. His name is James Ballenger with 360 Drone Imaging, LLC. And he's a special guest because a lot of people don't know too much about drones and the drone industry and how much it can help your business. And he's going to shed some light on his business and get that information out to you, as well as getting in real deep about that entrepreneurship and going from corporate America into the entrepreneur lifestyle. And I also have my son here. His name is Bryce. Say hello, Bryce.
Hey guys, how are y'all today?
Bryce, say that a little bit louder. Let them know you're here.
Hey guys, I'm here. Thank y'all for letting me get on this show.
Yes,
I love y'all.
And I got him on here so you can see what goes on behind the scenes at a radio station. I'm new to this myself, and I'm having him along there, a father-son thing. So, Mr. James, sir, how are you doing?
I'm great, Carl. Thanks for having me here today, man.
Man, me and you, we've been pretty much friends for the last couple of months. I say about a good 5-6 months, and we come very close. Yep. And I love your business because not too many people are doing it, but it's definitely needed. So one of the questions that I do have is I want people to understand your background. So please tell us your background and how you got started.
Okay. Well, Carl, I've been flying drones here for about a year now, and it's been going well. It started out as a hobby. I got into it and was flying drones and just, wow, this is really nice. You're in a space that's rarely used, 400 feet or more above the ground. So you get to see a lot. I started doing that, and after that, I got into it and realized, hey, there's revenue behind it. And the more I researched it, found out how drones are helping many different industries, what they're doing as far as the safety of it,
right,
the timeliness of it, and everything. And so I decided to start my business.
Cool.
I love it, man.
Cool. Well, tell a little bit about your background.
Okay, my background is diesel maintenance. I was a diesel mechanic.
Wow.
Yeah, for over 30 years, man.
30 years?
Yes, I was in the Air Force. I started in the Air Force as a mechanic, Air Force mechanic, and I got into ground transportation, diesel maintenance, and worked my way up through management, corporate America, the whole nine,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. All right, well, shoot. I'm looking at you, and I say, what school did you attend? Where did you get your degree?
Well, actually, it's a lot of technical training.
Okay.
And started in the Air Force, like I said, technical school there. I was a jet mechanic in the Air Force. And after that, I got on with a major transportation company. I don't know if I can say the name here or not, but
okay,
major transportation company in Atlanta, and went through their training program and worked my way up from there. So it's a very rewarding career.
Right.
Out there now, it is. And there's a lot of things that you can do with that. You can pretty much write your own check with it, so to speak. But it was just something that was in me that after I got to a certain level that I really wanted to branch out on my own.
Got you. Now, another question for you. What are your services and how can you help individuals and business owners improve their daily activities?
Great. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
All right. I offer a lot of services, and drones have affected many different industries, but me, I'm focusing on real estate, also drone instructional as well,
nice.
and dealing in a little bit of the construction side of it.
Got you.
So drones can help out in many different ways, especially, let's talk about those three sectors that I just mentioned. Let's start with real estate.
Please.
If you're talking about real estate, one of the main things that you want to do in real estate, because if you're looking for a house or a piece of property, the first thing you're going to see are the pictures.
Right.
That's very important. So you have to have that eye on how to get those pictures out there, make them pop, make them look good, and present the property very well. You have to do that because that's the first thing that the customer sees. And if the pictures don't do it, then they're probably not going to want to see the property.
Right, they're not attracted.
Exactly. So also the other industry that's being affected by that, drone instructions. I offer instructions as well as far as drones. A lot of people don't understand the nuances that goes along with drones. They think it's just, I'm going to go out here and buy this, get it from Best Buy offline at Amazon or something, and I'm just going to fly it. Well, it's a little bit more to it than that. And I've seen the videos, especially on YouTube, and some people have learned some very expensive lessons behind that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, in saying that,
Yeah.
tell them about what you had to do to qualify to be a drone pilot.
Gotcha. Okay. And what they call it, it is actually a remote pilot. And what it is, the drones, let me just back up a little bit. Drones are regulated by the FAA. All right. Same guys that regulate airplanes in the sky, the whole nine. In 2016, latter part of 2015, there came out regulation that eased it for consumers to get drones. That really, the drone market really exploded at that time. But they had to have regulations in order to make sure that the drones are being used in a safe manner.
Right.
So they have it where you have to take a test to get your drone certificate.
Okay.
That drone certificate says that you have taken the test, you've studied, you know the laws, the regulations, how to fly it safe, the use of drones as far as payload, the handling of drones, the whole nine, everything. Once you get that, you're kind of free to get out there because you know the guidelines and the laws.
Right.
They have certain waivers and things that a lot of people don't know about that you have to get as well in order to use drones in other areas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Now we got we got a good foundation here.
Okay.
Now I want you to tell everyone how
Yeah.
would they get in touch with you? Your social media, your phone number. Let everybody know how they can reach you.
Great. All right. I can be reached at 678-456-4840. I'll give that number out again. That's 678-456-4840. Our website is www.360droneimaging.com. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at 360droneimaging.
Nice, nice. What I would like to do too is also by you giving out your phone number,
Gotcha.
let me give out the phone number here for the station if you need to call in and you want to speak to James or myself.
Right.
I prefer you to talk to James because he's the man of the hour right now. And the way you get here into the station is going to be area code 404-603-8770. That's 404-603-8770. All right. Now, James, tell me something.
Yeah.
Why did you leave corporate America?
That's a good question. Carl, and let me just give you a little bit of background. I'd always positioned myself, and I'm the type of individual that whatever I do, I go at it hard. I put my all into it, and I let my work speak for itself. So I was able to rise all the way up to manager. I was a manager of garage, had 3 outside locations as well. That went well.
Okay.
I did a good job at it. Changed a lot of things there, the whole nine. There was always something inside of me that said, hey, you need to do this for yourself. You need to work for yourself. An opportunity came about a little over a year ago
Okay.
where I had the opportunity to start my own company and leave corporate America. And I made a decision right then and there. I said, it's now or never if you're going to jump.
Wow.
If you don't do this now, you're never going to do it.
Wow.
And I took that leap of faith, and I'm glad I did. I don't regret it, not day one.
Thank you. Thank you for putting that out there. My son is here, and we've been talking a little bit about, well, not a little bit. We've been talking a lot about entrepreneurship.
Right.
And, you know, he has a part-time position and very smart young man and everything like that. And I know he has it in him because he does, because he tells me. Let me ask you, Bryce, what did you tell me? What would you want your life to look like? What would you like to do?
Man, that's hard because I'm 19 years old and I'm still learning myself and learning exactly what I want to do and finding what makes me tick and what doesn't. But honestly, I just want to be successful. I've seen my dad take that leap of faith from being, what you would say, on the plantation to getting off and actually creating something for himself. Like, it just gave me a blueprint and actually gave me a live testimonial of that it could be done. So I've worked part-time for a couple different companies for probably about 2 years or so, and I'm already done working for somebody. I'm done. Like, I'm tired of it. I want to make something for myself. I want to be able to have enough free time to be able to teach my children what to do, like right and wrong, not have to work so much and never see them, not be there for games and things like that if they play any sports. Right. So, honestly, I just want to be successful, and no matter what I want to do. And since I started this little online store thing, that's been my goal, is just to get that booming. Right. And I actually do have a nice little, I have a nice friend group, a lot of good people that want to not take care of me, but are there to support me and help me out no matter what. And it's mutualistic. I try to help out other people also. So like what my dad was saying, bringing value to any situation, that's what I try to do, because you never know what you'll learn. And if you guys exchange something, it could like bump both of you up to another level.
Definitely.
And help you out a lot.
Definitely. It's always good to definitely have the right people around you, the ones that's going to support you and push you up and help you out. And in talking about that, since you've been in entrepreneurship, how long? It's been about 2 years now? Or
a year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So far, what lessons have you learned? Have you learned anything so far? I know you have.
I'll tell you one thing. It ain't easy. All right?
It definitely isn't.
But I want to go back to what Bryce said and what you're doing now. I think that's what we need to do more of, to show our children that there's more than one way. I know we have that roadmap and we've been taught, hey, go to school, go to college, get the education. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not knocking anyone in corporate America. Mm-hmm. Being an entrepreneur is not for everyone. You have to be thick-skinned. You have to be strong. You have to be committed, and you have to believe.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the more that we show our kids another way, that we'll see more entrepreneurship in our community.
I like that because I know when I was working for FedEx, and I was with FedEx for 17 years, and I'm name dropping because that's where I was. I started at, and I've seen a lot of people that, it was rough. It was rough. And I feel for a lot of people because I see a lot of good in individuals, and I look at them and say, why are you here? You have so much to offer. I mean, you can go out here and do whatever you want to do. And we were talking earlier about that word called fear. Yeah. Fear would stop you in your tracks. Yes. And we can just get over that thing called fear and have that support. And it definitely needs to be that great support system and not listening to the noise from everybody else talking about, why would you do this? What if you don't make it? Yeah. No, that's not positive. That's not positive.
It's not at all.
Not at all. So when we come back, we're going to indulge a little bit more about the entrepreneurship side of it. And we're going to dig a little bit more on a little bit, because I know James got a little bit more information about the drone industry and all that, but also a little bit more on the entrepreneurship side and his goals and what he wants to do and where he wants to be in the next 5 or 10 years. All right. We'll be right back, and you're on the ledge on the Real 1100.
You just got that great new job. You've just started your business. You just started your medical practice. Now you need insurance. How can you protect yourself? You should call Carl Callender from In the Black Firm, LLC. Carl specializes in living benefits insurance, paycheck protection, and more. Call today at 770-765-5151. Group and individual plans are available. That's Carl Callender from In the Black Firm, LLC. Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sports?
I don't believe it! It's a touchdown!
Entertainment?
Are you not entertained?
And other special interest talk shows?
Well, isn't that special?
All on one app?
Yo, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the Real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
Hi there, healthy people. Do you have a healthy product or service? If you are a certified medical professional, fitness trainer, author, or chef, Old Fashioned Health would love to promote your services or product on the Old Fashioned Health radio show. Please reach out to us. Call 404-793-3960 or email us at oldfashionedhealth@gmail.com. You can also contact us at oldfashionedhealth.com. Old Fashioned Health, good health inside and out.
Thank you. We're back. James, we was talking during the break, and you didn't fully answer the question, so I'm going to put you back on the spot again.
Gotcha.
What have you learned so far from entrepreneurship?
Gotcha. Well, like I said, it's not easy. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of things I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I knew the drone part. I would get that, not a problem, and I'm well versed in the drone industry. But there are a lot of peripherals that go along with owning a business, behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't know.
Yes.
And I found out very quickly, like, wow, okay, I got to do that. And being a small business, yeah, a lot of that falls on your shoulders. So if you don't know, you got to find out.
You got to find out. You got to find out. Mm-hmm. And it's good if you had the opportunity. It's good to have an assistant, because sometimes they could take care of the work, the busy work, while you go out there and look for more business.
Right.
And I'm working on that myself too, because I'm, like you said, we're doing a lot of things on our own by ourselves, and that right there takes up a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I wanted to find out, some of the books have you read? Give me 3 books that you read. Your top 3, if you got them.
Okay.
And which one is your favorite and why?
Okay. Top 3 should be rattling them off right off the top of my head, but number 1 comes to mind. Makes Me Want to Holler by Nathan McCall.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been out a while, and I'll tell you about that one. The other one's Letter to My Son by, and I hope I don't mess his name up, Not-Ta-Hishi Coates.
Not-Ta-Hishi Coates. I'm learning here.
Yeah.
These books I haven't heard of. Okay.
And there's a couple of those are the 2 that really just stand out because they really spoke to me.
Okay.
And my favorite of that, and I've read a lot more as far as kind of nonfiction stuff, but what I really liked about Nathan McCall, Makes Me Want to Holler, it talked about his struggle, what he did. I mean, how he came up. He was in the gangs, did jail time, and he turned his life around, went with corporate America, got out of corporate America, and was still able to make it and do it on his, not on his own, but he was able to make it. And that spoke to me about the struggle. That was a book I just really couldn't put down, man. It's great, yeah.
I'm gonna have to remember that when we get off. When we get off the air, you have to write that down for me.
Gotcha.
Do you have any mentors? Do you have any? And who are your biggest supporters?
Wow, good question. I can tell you now that part about the supporters, that's very easy. I can tell you that right now. My family.
Your family.
I can tell you, and you need a strong support system. My wife, Sabrina, my son, Christopher.
Hi, Sabrina, Christopher. How y'all doing?
They are my biggest supporters, and the rest of my family. Definitely can't forget Mom, my brothers, my sisters, everyone. I mean, they've been really supportive of me in this endeavor. Anything that I've asked, and they'll let me know about it, say, hey, we'll look out for you, the whole 9. But not one time has anyone of my family members said, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should rethink this. Not one. It's always been encouragement all the way. Yeah.
Your family is special.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know that right now.
I think
because there's not too many families as a whole that would support entrepreneurship, especially when we're breeded.
Yeah.
And our mindset is set to work for 40 years.
Yeah.
And work 40 hours.
Yeah.
And for you to get out there on your own and for them to support you, that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes.
And I know that, Carl, and like I say, I'm thankful for it every day, and I don't take it for granted, man. It
cool.
is. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Now, do you have a mentor, or do you have someone that gives you advice, or other than family,
gotcha,
that will check you and they're not a yes person? Do you have anyone like that?
Well, I've met a lot of people along the way. We're members of the chamber,
right?
And I've met some people in the chamber as well, and that have really given some solid advice. you know, and people in the industry as well that have given some solid advice. And I take all of that in, and I take everything with a grain of salt, because what works for them may or may not work for me. But I take it all in, and I try to learn something from everyone that I meet, good or bad.
Good or bad.
You know, I know not to do that, or hey, this is something I might need to try.
Yes.
So that mentoring for me is a widespread. I try to learn from many different people, you know, as I go along my journey.
Nice. Now, you did say the chamber, so we could definitely talk. Let's give a shout out right now to the Atlanta Black Chambers.
Yes.
You and I are both members,
Yes.
and we're proud members of the Atlanta Black Chamber here.
Very much
in
so.
the great city of Atlanta. And speak on the exposure, because that's one of the main things I can tell you about the chamber, is that you're definitely going to get that exposure. And how has that enhanced your abilities to find clients?
Gotcha. Easy. Carl, when I started looking for a chamber to join, I did my research, and Atlanta Black Chamber stood out immediately to me. It only took for me to go to, I think, 1 or 2 meetings, and I made up my mind right then and there, I'm joining. Haven't regretted it, not one day.
Oh, no.
It has exposed me to a lot of different people, a lot of different clientele, other entrepreneurs, and I see the positive changes that they're trying to make in Atlanta.
Oh, yes.
What they're doing as far as business. And I mean, I've gotten my return back tenfold.
Definitely. And I want to say thank you to the executive director, Melvin Coleman, who is the backbone of the chamber.
Yes, sir.
The things that he has done, and I've been involved since November 2017, and the growth that we've seen so far is so great.
Right.
And definitely. And I'm this is unexpected. If you want to be part of the Atlanta Black Chambers, let me let you know. You're going to go to the website, which is atlantablackchambers.org, and look at all the information on there. We're doing great things, and trust me, if you want exposure for your business and you want to meet great people and network and collaborate, this is the location. This is the place for you.
Most definitely.
So, is there a quote that you want to offer to people as far as your mindset, or do you want to give something about self-love or self-motivation and never giving up to share with them? Because it's hard out here, like you said, being an entrepreneur, and trust me, we're living examples of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, every day is a grind. I call it every day I wake up, I'm unemployed. Okay, and I don't have no money, so I got to go out here every day and get it. Got to get it. Is there something that you do? Do you have a morning ritual that you do?
What it is now, one of the things, and I thought you'd read my mind for a second there. I keep several quotes. I mean, and they cover just about every aspect of my life. Couple of them I keep at the forefront. One is, if it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse.
Oh.
And I definitely keep that there, and that keeps me in check. It helps me to stay focused as to what I'm doing. When I think, I don't need to, and I say, well, I just found that excuse, you know.
Right.
So that helps me. The other one is by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay.
Yeah. It says, the true challenge of a man is not where he stands in comfort and convenience, but where he stands in challenge and controversy. So that checks me in the point that, you know, I know everything's not going to be smooth.
Right.
Business-wise, socially. But then what's your viewpoint? It's easy when things are going smooth.
Right.
But when the going gets tough, then what are you going to do?
Then what you?
What's your position on that? Are you going to stand by idly and just let things happen, or are you going to be a part of it?
Right. So in saying that, in the last year, have you been knocked down before? And when you was down, what did you do? What did you say? Did you have someone in your ear to motivate you? What happened?
Yeah. I have been. And I tell you what, it happens. And it takes a strong mindset to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and to keep going. I'll go back to my family. My wife, Sabrina, I tell you right now, she has been one of the most ardent supporters of my business. And there have been a couple of times it's like, well, I'm not sure I can do this, or that doubt starts creeping in. Man, and she's helped me along the way, and me holding on to what I believe in, my faith, keeping those quotes there, the whole nine.
Right.
That keeps me going. That keeps me motivated. I think about my family. I think about my son. And it's like, okay, if I stop now, what do I tell him?
Right.
Because
he's watching.
He's watching. I know he is. He's watching. And so what do I tell him? So I keep those things in mind. And my family, no matter what I do, they're behind me.
Right.
Even when I'm out doing these shoots, the real estate or videos or anything like that, I always picture my family right behind me, watching me.
Right. Because I already know that's your why.
Yeah. It is.
That's what keeps you going.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Nice. So once again, let's do this.
Yeah.
I want you to repeat the information to the people out here to make sure they did not forget earlier in the show how they can get in contact with you.
Okay. All right. Once again, the telephone number is 678-508-46. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know you get caught up on the radio. 678-456-68. I forgot my own phone number there.
Did you get nervous on me, man?
I think I got nervous a little bit on
All right, man. While you looking at that, looking up your phone number, give us your
my website.
Yeah, give us your website.
www.360droneimaging.com. I apologize for that. I don't know. I was about to give out. I was about to give out my personal cell number.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Telephone number 678-456-4840.
Good.
And once again, that's 678-456-4840.
All right. You're on social media, so let them know that too.
I'm at 360 Drone Imaging. At the 360 Drone Imaging, that's at Twitter and Instagram.
And Instagram. Do you have a Facebook page?
No, I don't have a Facebook page, man. That's one of the things. I'm a social media person, but I really gotten into it by doing the business.
Right.
And I got to get that Facebook thing going. I hear a lot of people are on it, but I didn't have one
Facebook
before
ads,
this.
bro.
Facebook ads.
I can help you.
Okay, it's Bryce. All right. Now I'm gonna take him up on that now.
Take him up on that. He's a millennial. They know all about that social media.
Okay, I could use that help because that's one thing that I've never really been into is that Facebook. Yeah.
Cool.
I think I get like 80 to 90% of my sales from Facebook ads.
Okay. All right, Bryce.
Right.
You said it. All right. I'll be there. I'm calling you.
Well, we're getting close to time for the end of the show, and I wanted to at least pass out this little tidbit of information before we go. It's about why your affirmations of wealth fails. You can't say that I am prosperous or I am wealthy or I am rich and have deep in your gut doubt. What you just did was kill that affirmation.
Yeah.
What you got to do is feel that, visualize that, see that, and truly believe that. So now when you go out here and do your affirmations on a daily basis, and then number one, you definitely got to at least do it about at least 5 times a day.
Right.
And make sure you do that, all right? Thank you. We have to go right now, and we appreciate you. And you're on the ledge on the Real 1100. Good afternoon.
And boom, there it is. Thank you for listening to On the Ledge with Carl Callender. Don't fall off. Be sure to come back next week. See you then.